That's actually giving me some stress, but let's proceed now. So, in order to use this trick, there are two major time frame you need. You get, or let's just say three. You need the 4 hours time frame in order to find the trend of the market, and you also need the 30 minutes or the 15 minutes for execution. You get, whenever you want to execute the trade, you look for your entry. There's what is known as entry. You look for that entry on the 30 minutes or the 15 minutes. If you don't see it on the 30 minutes, you go down a time frame lower, which is the 15 minutes. Then you look for the entry there. So first thing first is how you identify the trend in order to use this support and resistance strategy I'm about to show you. This is known as, whenever you mark this trend, if you are about to track the trend, you don't need to mark out the entire section. You get, this is the 4 hour time frame. What you are about to do, you are doing it on the 4 hour time frame. Please, hope you guys can hear me clearly. I know my network is really, really bad. Hello?
We can hear you.
All right. So the 4 hour time frame is what you will need to track out the trend. The trend is very important. In trading, if you are able to know how to track trend, that is when you become profitable. You might not learn every other thing, but the very moment you know how to track the trend, you know, okay, price is going to go up from here, price is going to go down from here. That is when your profitability begins. Whenever you are marking out the trend on depend on the pair you are trading, you don't just mark out the entire section and like this and say this is an uptrend. Yes, the entire gold market is bullish, but I want to show you something now, what many mentors will not show you. You get, so this trick now is something most mentors will not show you. If you look at I mini trend and micro trend, the entire section is actually bullish, but these are trends. This is an uptrend. These mini small places like this small correctional move is a downtrend. This impulsive move upwards is an uptrend. This small correctional move down is a downtrend. Same with this. Same with this. This is an uptrend. This is a downtrend, a mini downtrend. This is also a mini uptrend. Downtrend. Because this technique I'm showing you will be something that will take you a lot of time to learn. And the day you figure this technique out, that okay, on the 4 hour time frame, the trend there is all these small moves. Because once you go down to the lower time frame, you will see a lot of candles. It's an entire trend on the lower time frame. All these small moves here, they are entire trend. This is a ranging market. Avoid ranging market. This is a ranging market. Avoid ranging market. Always trade when the market is going up or down. This is a downtrend. This is an uptrend. Just like that. So as you can see, that is how you mark out your trend. All these small impulsive move on the 4 hours. What you need is the 4 hours, 30 minutes, and 15 minutes. So I will show you guys how to do them. So let's say now we are marking out our trend on the 4 hours. This small section here is a ranging trend. Avoid it. This is a downtrend. This is an uptrend. From here to this place is an uptrend. This is a small micro downtrend. These are small micro downtrends. You can take them as what is known as scalping, quick sell. then you sell and get out of the market immediately on the lower time frame. While on the higher time frame, looks small, but once you go to the lower time frame, it is an entire section. So I will show you guys this technique fully. This is a downtrend. This here is a small mini ranging trend. Avoid when the market is ranging. Don't trade there, because you will not know the exact direction of the market. Wait for clear direction. Either the market is going down or going up before you trade. This is an uptrend. This here is a downtrend. I'll show you guys how to use them perfectly today. So the people who tune in for today's class are actually going to be the people who are going to benefit more from this program. Any uptrend. This is a ranging market. Always avoid a ranging market. That's a mini downtrend. This is an uptrend. This here is a downtrend. And now this is an uptrend. So market currently now is going up, down, up, down. So this strategy I want to show you, there's only one reason. Okay, let's just put it, there are two reasons for hitting stop loss. One, the trend of the market is changing from up to down. Two, there is news. Aside from that, if you follow this strategy bar for bar as I want to show you, you will be able to start profiting from the market. That is just the honest truth. I'm not going to lie to you or deceive you. Yes, there are other things you will need. Risk management, that is for another topic. You get, we'll talk about risk management. Those are another topic. But if you have this strategy, you have risk management, you will become profitable. So now let me clear these whole things out. We have known how to identify the trend. Let's use trends as an example. Or let's start with here. We'll go with many places. If I mark this entire section out now from here to this place, automatically we know this is a downtrend. You get, that is a downtrend. If I mark out that section, that is a downtrend on the 4 hours. It will look this small on the 4 hours, but if we head down to the 30 minutes or 15 minutes, you see how large that particular place is, because there will be more candlestick to it. You can see it. I'll have to zoom it small so that it will be able to fit in. Can you see it? But on the 4 hours, it just fits in small like that. So now this is where the major work starts from. We'll start looking for what is known as entry. And the entry we are looking for is called resistance entry model. Whenever you are selling, you are looking for resistance to sell. Whenever you are buying, you are looking for support. So now we've identified our trend. In order to know if that trend is valid, we need for price to have at least hit on that trend more than 2 times, or let's say 3 times. So price have hit this trend 3 times now. So we know whenever price come back again to that trend, automatically price will sell again. The next time market comes to this particular trend around this area now, price will sell. So what you start looking for when price gets to that area, you start looking for what is known as a resistance. This here was formerly support. Let me mark it out. This was formerly support. This entire section was our support area. This was formerly support. As you can see, price have hit on this place multiple times before price break it again. So when I said whenever support is broken, it becomes resistance. So what you start doing, you start waiting for price to come back to that former support again, so you can start looking for your sell. But here's the most important thing: when price is coming back to your support again, make sure it correlates with the trend, because it will become your new resistance. This is what is known as the resistance entry model. You get? So that is when you start looking for your sell opportunities. Let me break it down for you. You know, yesterday I said this. Whenever support breaks past, whenever price breaks past resistance, then this is for the resistance trade. So as you can see, so what you need to do whenever price come back to that trend line and you are finding the resistance, make sure, please, make sure that the resistance box, which is this rectangular tool here, make sure it matches perfectly well with, make sure it matches perfectly well with your trend line. That is very, very, very important. Make sure it matches with your trend line. If it does not matches with the trend line, wait till it gets to the trend line. Once it gets to the trend line, then you can start taking your sell. Let me zoom this thing in a little bit. Let's say now price did something like this, broke past the former support. By the time price come back again, we know price will come back to retest the support. You get, then we can start taking our sell. When price come back to the support, which have now become our new resistance, make sure the trend line you mark on the 4 hours, you get that you mark on the 4 hours, go to the 30 minutes to confirm if price have hit it 1, 2, and 3, which is the 3 confirmation, or 1, 2, 2 times or 3 times. Then we can know that, okay, this is a valid trend. So if price come back again to this place, hit this place, we know that automatically we are going down again. So once price come back to the trend and you see that it matches with the support that was broken, that now become the resistance, you start taking your sell. You can start selling from there. So when you want to sell, there are things known as confirmation part, confirmation candlestick. Those are part of the things I'm going to be teaching in our class. So now you've understand the resistance aspect. I will still give more example on it. I will not just leave you guys with just one. I will give you multiple examples so that you can understand it perfectly well. So when you are about to take your trade, you will look for the confirmation patterns that I'm going to be showing you. You get, don't just take the trade. Once you get those confirmation patterns, you know, yes, you can fully go in with confidence that yes, we are falling down without fear. This is known as a bullish, this is known as a bearish engulfing. As you can see, the large red candlestick engulfed the green one, so it is known as a bearish engulfing confirmation. So you can decide to start taking your trade from there, target what is known as a 1:3. So I will show you guys also how to use that. Then you can start using it on live accounts. You insert your take profit. Whenever you use this risk reward ratio box, which is this long and short tool, if you look to this area here, you will see your take profit, which is this. If you mark it like this, you see the take profit number written. This exact number written here, that is what you will insert on your TP. This exact number written on this black box here, that is what you write on your stop loss. So that is how you use those things. So let's proceed with another example, for another resistance example, before we go into the support example. So let's proceed with the resistance example. So back to the 4 hours time frame. On the 4 hour time frame, I said you first have to track the trend before you go down to the 30 minutes or 15 minutes. So let's use here. Okay, let's go with resistance more before we go into support. So let's see, this is a downtrend, a mini downtrend. So we know the market is going down. What you have to do now is simple. You go down to the 30 minutes to start looking for your entry. So as you can see, by the time price came back to this particular region, changing direction, that okay, we know we are throughout this former support, because it was resistance, it broke past it, became support, went up. You can see it here. This was where it started. It started from here. So as you can see it, price. So you can see. So when price came back again, price broke past it and started falling down. You can see. So if you can use this particular style to just catch it, though it is easy when drawing it, but how to identify it on the live chart, that will depend on you. You get it will depend on you. You have to be able to master how to identify this on the live chart by yourself. It will not be easy. There's no such thing as easy trading. You will have to figure this out. I will show you this. All you have to do is just, okay, we go back to the things you've learned from me, observe the chart, you will figure them out. That's how it is. So by the time price came back again to this former support that become our new resistance, we can start taking, you can see that it matches perfectly with our trend. You get, so we can start taking our sell, we can start taking our sell from around here. Target the ratio 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio. Always make sure your stop loss is above your entry. You get, put it above your entry. Give it small space to breathe. That is very important. Don't just tighten it. Give it space to breathe, please. So once price is your stop loss, you can execute from that place. That's how it is. The most important thing you need is that 4 hours. Once you are able to know how to identify on the 4 hours, catching the support and resistance will be easy. The support and resistance will not take you time to master. Just keep drawing. The next thing, you just understand it. But the trend, that is the most important thing. That is where many traders have a lot of time that will say, okay, it took me 2 years, it took me 3 years. You get, some of you will catch this thing up sharp this night. Some of you will be able to do this thing exactly the way I do it. You'll be able to replicate it in the next 2 weeks by yourself. Why it will take some of you time? Everybody and their individual learning speed. So don't be too in a haste. If it's taking you time, trust the process. You will understand it and you will get better at it. Everything is about time. Don't be too in a haste. Patience is the most important. So let me give another example again. First thing you need is to identify the trend on the 4 hours. Like I said, when identifying the trend, don't just mark out the entire section like this and say, okay, market is uptrend like this. No. Don't just identify the entire section like this. That's what a lot of traders do. Like the day I showed one of my students this particular style I'm teaching you guys, since then his trading journey have improved a lot. You get. So if you are able to identify the trend, that is the most important. Even if you don't understand this support and resistance, this support and resistance strategy, just understand trend. Any strategy you learn will work. If without understanding trend, if you learn the best strategy in the world, you will still be losing money, because all strategy needs to follow the trend of the market. If the market is going up, you'll be looking for buy opportunities with your strategy. If the market is going down, you'll be looking for sell opportunities with your strategy. So you need to understand how to follow the trend. Don't just say, okay, market is going like this, you mark out the entire section. No. All these small impulsive moves on the 4 hours like this entire section like this is an uptrend. This mini section down here, this is a downtrend. This is an uptrend. This is a downtrend. So you just need to learn how to identify these mini trends. I call them mini trends. You get, even though the entire section trend is uptrend, but be identifying the mini trends. The mini trends are your major focus as a day trader. You only have these ones if you are a swing trader. That's when you have business with the larger trend. Swing trader, we have different type of traders. We have what is known as day traders, people who trade daily. You trade today, you place your trade, all your activity for that trade ends that day. We have people who are known as scalpers. They enter the trade in the span of few minutes or 1 hour. They are in and out of the market. While we have people who are known as swing traders. Swing traders can execute their trade on daily time frame, and they are able to hold one trade 3 days, 1 week, 1 month, even a year. A swing trader can hold one particular trade for 1 good year. So many of you will not have the patience. You get, many of you will not have the patience to wait for 1 good year for your trade to keep running. You get, you have to like, okay, wait, let me just enter, get small thing, get out, and a lot of you want to make money real quick. No, your focus now, this strategy I'm showing you guys, it is for day traders. This is a day trading strategy. You get into the market today, you leave the market today. So you need to identify these mini trends. That is what you need to learn how to identify. Though not all of you will be able to master it today. You get. So I will be dropping the link to the video once we are done. You can keep watching the video till you master it. So this section now, this is what is known as an uptrend. That is an uptrend. Let's say I mark this section now. I actually caught a trade today with this particular uptrend. This is a valid area to take a buy. Valid area to take a buy. If I want to take a buy, this is a valid area, but we've actually missed the opportunity. It is a valid area to take a buy. On the last day, we'll do a live analysis. Everyone will place the trades together and watch it run in profit together on the last day of this our program. So let's proceed with the major. Listen, if you don't see, let me give you guys one quick tip. If you don't see any this thing that rhyme with your analysis, any trade that rhyme with your analysis, if you are not seeing the trade that rhyme with your style, your strategy, don't trade. If it like, let it take you 3 days, 1 week to spot just one trade that rhyme with your analysis, wait. If just that one trade that rhyme with your analysis, you'll be able to make money. But if you are forcing the trade, you'll be losing your money. You'll be losing your money. That is the real truth. Trade smart. Very, very important. Learn to trade smart. So back to the major topic. I marked out this thing. Okay. If you see now, I marked this area out as an uptrend. Let me adjust that. This is an uptrend. We know price is consolidating around this area, going upwards. So we have opportunity to take a buy here. If we waited for a while, you see, by the time price came to this place, we have a clean buy opportunity here. This is no different from the diagram I drew. You can see. So this is how it is. Make sure it matches with the trend. That is the most important thing. Make sure it matches with the trend. If you are able to make sure it matches with the trend, it is very, very important. Don't just enter randomly. Make sure it is something that is going up. It matches with the trend line. Then you can start buying, as long as you already have the breakout to the upside. So this is known as a breakout. because this was a resistance. Let me make it easy for you. This was your resistance. Then price break out from the resistance, then come back and retest the resistance, making it support. You get? So this is known as a support entry. So there are the two type of entry I'm teaching you guys is known as support entry model and resistance entry model. So you can start placing your trade from around here. Your stop loss, make sure your stop loss is a little bit below your resistance, your support level, or your resistance. If it's your resistance, make it a little bit above. You target a 1:3, then wait for the trades to run as you wait for full TP. You get? So this, once we are done, so you can be able to grasp this technique. It is a very, very important technique. If I draw this entire section like this now, this is what is known as a downtrend. And if you look at this particular place now, okay, I've already showed you guys an example with this area. If you see it, it matches perfectly well with what I just showed you guys here. Lower low, lower high, price break past the former lower low, come back to retest, then went down. This is a resistance entry model. So there are different type of entry model I use, but the ones I'm showing you guys is the resistance and support entry model. We have other entry models. This is a mini downtrend. This particular area is a mini downtrend. And if you look at it, when price gets to this particular level, matches perfectly. Down. Just like that. So you can decide to start taking your trade from around here. You can sell from here. Your stop loss a little bit above the resistance. Target your 1:3. Always look at the 3.06. You can use that, but as long as it is not above 3.10. This is a ranging market. This place is known as a ranging market. This is an uptrend. As you can see it, that is an uptrend. This is a downtrend. And there are some trends. Before those trends will end, you can catch at least 3 to 4 trades from just one of those trends. In just some trend, before the trend will end, you can catch at least 3 to 4 trades in some of those trends. Let me explain further. Let's use this particular area like this now. If you see this area now, price have tapping on this area multiple times. By the time price gets here, we'll catch one here. Price gets here again for the second time. Another one here. Third time. So when you remember I said something that whenever you are hitting stop loss, know that it is either the market is changing direction, like here now. Price was supposed to come here like this, rhyme with here, then go down. But price tried to change direction from downtrend to uptrend. That's why you need to, at least after you've hit your first 2 TP on one trend, wait to see if that trend is still going to continue before you proceed. So this is one of the best way, if not the best way, to use support and resistance. Honestly, this is one of the best, if not the best way of using support and resistance. The first thing you need to do, you need the 4-hour time frame, which is the most important thing. The 4-hour time frame, you mark out the trend. If the market is going down like this, you see the candles pumping down, know that that is a mini downtrend. If the market is going up like this, you know this is a mini uptrend. So first thing you need to do, open your trading view, practice how to identify the trend. Those are the first things you need to do. Open your trading view, practice how to identify the trend. Very, very important. So before we close for today, I will show you guys something. I have to show you guys this thing. You know, I said something about how to use trading view. So this is how you use trading view. Please watch this video to the end. This is how you use trading view. First things first, once you open the app, trading view, you sign in. After you are done signing in, there's a place known as watch list. With watch list now, you can add in any kind of pair you want to trade. Be it cryptocurrency pair. Any pair you are looking for a cryptocurrency, you will find it here. LTC, USDT. Let me search that. Then you see it. You can click on it. You see the candlestick chart pattern. Right now, LTC is on an uptrend. Mini uptrend. We can go down to 30 minutes to look for some entry, and we have a perfect 30 minutes time frame. So we didn't see this on time, or we would have taken this buy. There is actually a perfect buy on the 30 minutes. Target is small, 1:3 weeks reward ratio. But I told you guys, as a newbie, always target in 1:2. If you are targeting 1:2, look at it 2.20 or 2.18. Target those areas. For you guys that are new, 1:2, very, very important. If you master this risk reward ratio, it is another important thing again. So watch list is to add any pair you want to add. You get? Watch list is to add any pair you want to add on trading view. That's what it's used for. So any pair you search for, you can also search CAT USDT, and you'll find it there. Solana USDT, you'll find it there. BTC USDT, and you'll find it there. While if you want to trade Forex, you can search for Forex currency pair, Euro USD, you see it. GBP JPY, it is there. GBP USD, it is there. You can also search Nigeria dollar to US dollar, NGN, if I'm not mistaken, USD, and you will see it there. Because currency pair Forex is, as the name sounds, currency pair. It's trading the dollar against the pounds or trading the naira against the dollar. You get? So this is the naira to USD. Waku, everything about Nigeria. See how Waku the charts the. Nigeria, everything about this country. Oh my God. See other pairs.
AJ.
They reach their own, they day one kind. So you can even search even ZAR, which is South African rands to USD. So whichever currency pair you feel like trading in the world, you will see it here. And whenever using, use the one for forex.com. Why Africa things always be like this? South Africa all cover worst. Still will better small sha. Oh my god. Oh my god. So, on to the next thing before I waste on our time with Nigerian stuff cartoons. So, the next is these drawing tools. If you click on this place that look like pencil with long, a big candle with long wick outside, once you click on it, you see different features to use. Again, there's what is known as trend line. You put the trend line on favorite. You see this star. Once you click on it, you see the option to add star. Click on it, add it to favorite. The function of trend line is to mark out the trend like this. That is what trend line is used for. So we have what is known as part 2. If you go down, you'll find the part 2. Part 2. Part 2 is to mark out the parts, the higher highs, higher lows, the lower highs and lower lows, like that. That is what part 2 is used for. Add the part 2 on your favorite. The trend line 2, add it on your favorite. The part 2, add it on your favorite. The horizontal 2, the horizontal line 2. The horizontal line, in case you want to mark out a resistance and you want to see how powerful that resistance is, you cannot just keep dragging your rectangular tool to the back. Just mark out your horizontal tool, then start going back to the back. Look how many times price have come to that particular place and hit that place to see if that place is really strong and that place will really hold. That is what horizontal tool is used for. Add it to your favorite as well. The long and short tool. Long and short tool is what you use in marking out your risk reward ratio. The downside for the long is your stop loss. That place should be a lot lower compared to the red side. Usually it is supposed to be red and green. It is supposed to be red and green. It's supposed to be something like this, red and green, but I was the one that modified my own to this color. So I was the one that modified my own to this color. Then we have what is known as the short tool. The short tool, the down is extending your take profit. The up is extending your stop loss. So you have to minimize your stop loss a little bit. The next, add those two things, the long and short position. Is known as long and short position. You get long positions, short position. That is what they are known as. Then the brush tool, you need the brush tool, add it to your favorite as well. The rectangular tool, which is very, very important. As someone who is trading support and resistance, you need the rectangular tool very, very, very much. The rectangular tool. The rectangular tool is to mark out your support or your resistance. It's used for multiple things, not your support and resistance. It's used to mark out your order. It is mostly used to mark out your entry zone. You get your entry zone. That is what it is used for. So add it to your favorite as well. It's known as the rectangular tool. add it to your favorite. You use it to mark out your support area or your resistance area. If you look at this place now, that was resistance, price broke past it, became support, came back and bought to the upside, as you can see. So you need the rectangular tool to mark out your support or your resistance level. So what else do you need again? You need the eclipse. Though I don't know if you actually need it like that, but me, I use the eclipse to like mark out some small tiny pieces. That's what I use it for. Add it to, you might find your own use for it. You might find your own use to it. So add it to your own favorite. Then text. Add text. You can use it to type whatever you want to type, so you don't forget what you are doing. Then parallel channel. Parallel channel is used as well for trend line on, let's say, higher time frame. Let's go to the 4 hours. You want to mark out a trend and you don't want to be confused on it. Let me show you how you use the parallel channel. Let's say this entire section now, from here like this to this place is a downtrend, and you want to use the parallel channel. You see, that's how you use the parallel channel to mark out the trend from up and down, so you are not confused. So that is how you use the parallel channel. Add it to your favorite as well. Parallel channel. Let me look for it out here. You go to the line, the trend lines. That's where you find the parallel channel. You find the horizontal line on trend lines as well. Parallel channel. This is it. Forecasting, you will find the long and short position on forecasting and measurement. Geometric shapes, you find the brush tool, you find the rectangular tool, you find the path tool, and you also find the eclipse tool. You find the text tool on annotation. So those are the major tools I use. So the more you use TradingView, you yourself, you figure out tools you would like to use yourself. The function of these tools are for you to be able to identify where the market is going to, the specific place you want the market to get to. Okay, I'll from here start buying, or I'll from here start selling. That is the function of these tools. That is what they are meant for. So after the class ends, I'll be dropping the link to the video. Go to YouTube, rewatch the videos again. Rewatch the video again, so you cannot just understand everything once. That's one thing about life. If your teacher is teaching you in class, you will not understand everything that same day. Yeah, some of you might understand everything I just teach just now, but to fully master it, you have to rewatch the videos again to get the full understanding of what I just taught you guys today. So first thing first, the trend. If you know how to identify the trend on the 4 hours, going down to the 30 minutes or the 15 minutes, that is the next thing. It has to match with the trend. So tomorrow, our next topic tomorrow will be confirmation patterns. I'll be teaching you guys what is known as confirmation patterns. With confirmation patterns, you'll be able to use the trend, support, and resistance perfectly well, because you can see the resistance of the trend there, and you might just enter without confirmation pattern. You will still hit stop loss before price go to your direction. So I will show you confirmation you have to see on your entry before you enter the market. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll be expecting to see you guys again tomorrow. And please, we are running a challenge next week. If you are interested, I actually dropped the link. If you're interested, you can click on the link, join us on our VIP signal on the challenge. You have to participate in the challenge. You need at least $10 or $20, depending on what you can afford. Fund it. Join us. I'll be dropping the signals. Me and my admins will be dropping signals. You can also collect signals on there and make some money. That's it. So if there's any question, ask me. I'm all ears.
Good evening. For this, are we to download the trend view or
Yeah, download the trading view. If
okay?
you have a laptop, you can just set trading view on your laptop, or you can install it on your laptop as well, or you can install it on your phone. You can also use it on your phone.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, evening, sir.
Yeah, I want to know the best app, the best trading app we need for this trading. Then, secondly, yeah, that's my own question.
Okay, let's go with the first question before we go into the second question. For the first question, there are varieties of app you can use. There are different type of apps. There are, for forex trading, there is what is known as brokers. You get, for placing trades, you need MT5. We'll clear that one out first. But the most important thing is which broker are you using? You get. So you can
Okay,
use XNES, you can use Deriv. The three brokers I use are XNES, Deriv, BTC, Dana. You get. So if I'm to recommend anyone for you, I will recommend using Deriv broker for trading.
okay, okay,
Why, if you want to trade crypto, there's what is known as Wix or Bybit. So you can use whichever one you desire. Both of them don't you get.
okay. Thank you, sir.
All right. So what's the second question?
The second question is I have a Octa FX
Yeah, you can use
already
OctaFS.
and with a demo account.
OctaFS is a broker similar to the ones I just listed. You will have to
Okay,
link your OctaFS to what is known as MT5 in order to place trades. Let me show you what the MT5 looks like.
okay, sir.
This is the MT5. This is how it is. You have to link your account to this in order to be able to take a buy or sell. So I will be making a separate video for you guys. I will post it on the group. How to link your broker 5. You can use OctaFS, you can use Deriv, you can use XNES, you can use FBM. If I'm not mistaken, there are different type of brokers, like different. So OctaFS is not a bad choice. Yeah. But if you want to participate in the challenge we're about to do next week, you have to use Deriv. You get, because
The
there are pairs in Deriv that are not in other brokers, only in Deriv. You get.
okay, sir. No, well, I would love to participate in the challenge, but I don't understand on the entry. That's the problem.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know
why
how
I
to go
said
about
everybody
it.
should stick to the class before the challenge will be over. Before the program will be over, you get, stick to the class so that every single thing I'm showing you guys, I'll use Bybit, or I will make a video tomorrow how to use Bybit for crypto, Wix for crypto, how to use Deriv, how to use XNES, OctaFS, how to link them to MT5, which is the most important thing. How to use MT5 to place a buy order, sell order, limit order, because those are the things you need to learn in order to be able to take signals. If I drop them, I can drop signals for you guys, and you will not understand what to do with it. But if you know how to place a buy, how to place a sell, how to place a limit order on buy or limit order on sell, you'll be able to use whichever signal I drop for you guys. So I'll be making a video tomorrow specifically for how to use Bybit, how to use Wix, how to use MT5. MT5 is you linking your broker, which is OctaFS, to it. Once you link your OctaFS to your MT5, you'll be in or selling with real money.
All right, sir. Thank you very much.
So, all right. So, is there any more questions?
Yes, sir. There's one more question, sir. Hello?
All right, go on, my bro.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear
Um,
you.
my question is, what's the difference between MT5 and trading views? Because I found out that in trading views, I can't find my broker, such as maybe I'm using a FBS, for example, or XNES, for example. I can't find my broker. They are just a listed brokers that could be used in the trading views. But in MetaTrader 5, I can actually find my broker. But I like using trading view.
You,
Yes,
you,
but I
you
can't
cannot
find
use
my.
for those things. You cannot use TradingView because TradingView is used to analyze the market. That is what TradingView is meant for. Placing trades
Okay.
are for MT5. So anything concerning trading, you cannot do them on TradingView aside from technical analysis. You get. So you can
Okay.
also do technical analysis on your MT5, but the amount of tools you have on TradingView, you don't have them there. That is why you need
Yes.
TradingView to analyze the MT5 for execution. Or if you are
Okay.
trading crypto, you need TradingView to analyze Bybit or Wix for execution.
Okay.
All
So,
right.
well, how is it possible for me to get more tools from the trading views? Because I found that same thing you said now. I found out that there are limited tools.
Please come again with the question. Hello. So so for TradingView, you get TradingView have different varieties of tools you can use to analyze the market. But your MT5 chart, let me just put it that the MT5 chart there is not actually for analyzing the market. It's simply for you to like monitor your analysis you did on TradingView. Maybe you cannot just be going back and forth, back to back. You can just, okay, let me be looking at it from this my own chart here on MT5. This you did on TradingView is the major analysis. Let's say I'm doing something like this now. I've actually marked here now like this on my trading view, and I've taken my buy from this area. But in my MT5 now, I'm actually on the buy. So let's say I did the analysis with my laptop. You get, let me use my laptop as the example. I use my laptop for the analysis, and I cannot be always monitoring the laptop. So what I will do, I will go down to this chart here on MT5, so I can be monitoring it from this chart here instead of the chart on trading view. That is the major thing this MT5 chart is for. To me, I don't think it's even meant for analysis, but rather to monitor your analysis you did on trading view. So that is what it is to me. Trading view has all the tools you need. The rectangular tool, Fibonacci retracement to check the percentage of price and all those things. You get indicators. Those are all things you need in trading views in order to know where price movement is going up or down. So is there any more question? So, all right, please, I will be expecting you guys to tune in tomorrow. I'll be talking about confirmation patterns. With confirmation patterns, you'll be able to use the analysis I taught you guys this evening. So, please install the trading view. If you want to be trading Forex, the broker you need is Deriv Broker or Xness, but I will advise you go for Deriv. You get, I'll be sending a link for Deriv registration. Why, if you want to go for crypto, I'll be sending a link to Bybit through my link. If you register through my link, there's a bonus. You get some bonus whenever some airdrop come in. So I'll be dropping my Bybit link for registration. You register, install the Bybit if you're interested in trading crypto futures. You get. While if you're interested in trading Forex, install, you will have to be using Deriv Broker. Link the broker to your MT5 for trade execution. I'll be making a video on how to use all of them tomorrow, and I'll be sending it into the group. So be active. You can watch the video, so you will learn how to execute trades yourself. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful evening. So take good care of yourself.
All right, man. Thank you very